Full design of a login form that makes sense. That's a login form that is built with React. So this login form also, you can also customize it to be a sign up form. So if you are building a platform, a website that you needed to build a very super cool login form, this login form is an example, a very good example. So what I would do is to show you through what the files are, and then I'll show you how to customize it, and of course where to download it from. And remember that if this is the first time you are watching any of my videos, welcome to my channel. And then you just need to click the red subscribe button below this video where I'm moving my mouse right now. That red button will ensure that anytime I make a new video, you will always be the first to get a notification. All right. Okay, now you've clicked it. So these are just the files inside this material design, and then of course you can customize it. I'll show you, and as you can see, it just has a HTML, one HTML file, which is just the login. It's just a login page, and then it has fonts. It comes with its fonts. Once you download it, the fonts come with it, and then you can see the images. For instance, there's just one image here, and that is this background image. You see this background image, a Mac laptop with a notebook and a cup. So if you wanted to come up with your own image, you just need to snap it and use it to overwrite this image in the folder. You don't need to write any code. Once you snap it, you use it to overwrite this image and you are good to go. That's the image there. All right. So if I did something like this, so this is the image. Once you can override it, it will show up here in the background. Now the next thing I want to show you is how to customize it. Remember that this template is free. You can just download it and add it to your project. So to customize it is simple. The first thing you need to do is to make sure that you copy the CSS files. See, there are two CSS files. One is Font Awesome. Font Awesome is for the fonts, all these icons. You see, this is an icon and this is an icon. So you need to get Font Awesome for these beautiful icons. So once you download, once you have this CSS file, you don't need to download Font Awesome because this is just Font Awesome CSS. And then secondly, you need to have the CSS file that came with it. You understand, the original core CSS file of this application. Now let's take a look at the code so that it just can show you one or two things. Remember to subscribe if this is the now we have opened it in our editor, Visual Studio. So let us look at the CSS files first of all. This is the original CSS that came with it. As you can see, it is very neatly designed. You can edit it and update it. So let's see where it's being used. If you come to index.html, first of all, you see the license. Remember I told you that it is free. It comes with a license. You look at the license. Even though it's free, you can pay for it if you want. Okay, to remove this copyright. Now let's look at something here. Look at the basic page. As you can see, that style of CSS is imported here. So if you wanted to write your own CSS, I would suggest that you just duplicate this line and import your own CSS. Let's call this one custom. Make sure that it's below the style.css so that whatever code you write inside the CSS file will reflect. Or otherwise, you can just write all your codes directly inside style. Then if you created custom.css, you have to come here and create it as a new file. Custom.css or whatever you call it. So here we can now do h1 font size 30 pixels, depending on whatever you want. But as long as inside your index.html you have this under this, it's gonna handle the whole design. So let's go and see if what we did changed at all. Here, refresh. I didn't even check what we did. So secondly, we're gonna look for, you see there's a login that is h2 and is red in color. And I feel that this shouldn't be red, it should be white. So a good thing to do is to come to our custom.css and change it. So let's change h2 H to color to white, and we save, and we verify whether it works. Control R, and it didn't work. And why didn't it work? Let's find out. Or maybe we should just refresh. All right, so this is it. You see login, then that's how you can change these font icons to even this button. So you just need to trace and find it where it is on the page. Go to the page, you look for the icons. So we're looking for FA. Look at that icon, the user icon. That's it. And then the button, that's the submit button, the red button. All right, so this kind of gives you a very neat and cute and beautiful login page that you can add to any project and quickly start using it. All right, so thank you very much, and make sure that you check the description section of this video. That is where you would see the download links to this particular template, so you can download it and start using it straight up. All right, so thank you very much. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be right there to answer your questions. And remember, I am not the one who designed or built this template. All right, so see you.